everyone, so today I'm going to be filming a video and this is basically just going to be a bunch of word vomit because I need to get a lot of stuff off my chest. This is going to be my first video of 2017, so happy new year even though this is like January 7th. I don't know. If you watched my Vlogmas of day 5, you would know that I've been kind of thinking about quitting YouTube or quitting Vlogmas at the time and just quitting social media in general. I've just come to realize that social media, it really is a lie, because Stephanie's my sister. She tells me a lot about how social media works because she's into marketing and stuff. It kind of opened my eyes and it's like, wow, makes me question. Like, I've always questioned everything, but people are like, well, it's just social media. People don't realize how easily social media is to access and how many people it can access at a time. Social media is a big deal, even though people are like, it's not a big deal, it's just Instagram. But Instagram can reach a lot of people and that can like determine a lot of things. I was saying everything is a lie because my friend Alexis sent me a video and it was a girl talking about the government and stuff. She was saying, well, maybe it's because I'm weird, and I was gonna say, this is another topic of mine. People call themselves weird and stuff, but they've never been bullied for being weird. So I'm like, don't say that you're weird when you've never been bullied or treated differently, outcasted because you're weird. Like, just because you shop at Urban Outfitters doesn't mean you're weird. And I wanted to talk about how people wear like Thrasher and stuff and don't even know what it is, because Stephanie was telling me she asked a guy that was wearing a Thrasher t-shirt, did he skate, and he said what? And I've done that before too. I asked a guy, did he skate, because of his hat, and he was like, what? So I want to talk about, like, if you're just wearing something just because like, oh, it's trendy and stuff, at least know what it is. And I hate when people wear stuff and don't even know what it means, or listen to music and don't even know what it means either. So yeah, that's another thing that just annoys me. People need to stop just handing that out like it's a prize, because I think I'm a weird kid because I've been bullied for it. I don't follow the crowd and I love being different and I love being weird. So the government and everything, because if you really think about it, it's just like, how are these select few people in charge of everything? You can dig way deep into this and this and that. I know you have to have law and order for a country to run. I feel like that's just a whole like Mandela effects or whatever. I've never watched any Mandela effects because I'm like, I already questioned enough stuff. You can question everything. So that was kind of the first thing, but this whole video is just going to be about how everything is a lie. I was meaning to mention some of this stuff when I was filming, but I kind of forgot because I need to start writing down what I want to talk about before I film. The first thing I kind of wanted to talk about was how people sit at home and do nothing all day and make money from it. And I'm not trying to dog how people make their money because they're making money, but it's like when people just sit at home and do nothing and they have such a large audience and stuff, and all they do is like take selfies and this and that and blah blah, and don't really do anything for their community or anybody. That's what gets on my nerves, and that's like one of my pet peeves. I was gonna say, like, I've already made a video about how I don't support GoFundMes, but I think unless it's for like an actual fundraiser or something. Stephanie follows this girl and she made a GoFundMe for some reasons or whatever, but Stephanie was saying how her story didn't really add up, and that's what I was talking about, like how people just lie and make money. It's just really messed up how people just make money so easily, but then people that really actually strive to make a change and stuff get nowhere, and it just kind of annoys me. So that was one of my main things I wanted to talk about, but somehow forgot it. Like, okay. The second thing I want to talk about were Finstagrams, because I didn't know what these were at first. I would say I'm not bashing them, but I kind of am, because if you all know me or know my channel and stuff, I'm real on camera, I'm real off camera, I'm real on Snapchat, I'm real on Instagram, I'm real on Twitter, I'm real on YouTube, I'm real in real life. I'll look up the definition of Finstagram. Is a mixture of fake and Instagram. People, usually girls, get a second Instagram account along with their real Instagrams to post any pictures or videos they desire. The photos or videos posted are usually funny or embarrassing. Only your closest friends follow this account. If you have one, why? I'm not my real self. Well, then be your real self. Like, I know it's easier said than done, but here is my Instagram. If you want to follow me, you can. If you don't, I don't care. But okay, so that's my first picture, I think. So if you go through my Instagram, you can tell that I don't have like a theme or an aesthetic or whatever you want to call it. So you see, I just post whatever I want. So basically now it's really trendy to make a fake Instagram to post stuff like that. And that's, I guess, why I don't understand it, because I've never tried to be anybody but myself. Aesthetic and this and that and blah blah blah. And I think that's cool. Like, if you have an Instagram like aesthetic, or if you can edit your pictures to all look the same, that's great, because I can't do that. So I don't try to be that kind of person, you know? It's kind of sad that people have to make fake private Instagrams to post what they want and when they want, because they're afraid of posting it on their real Instagram. I guess that's what I'm saying by everything is a lie, because now it's like... And now that I'm editing this, I think it would make more sense to call Finstagrams Rinstagrams, because think about it, if you're posting what you really want to post and stuff on your Finstagram, that should mean that your Rinstagram is the fake one and you're not posting what you actually want to post on it. And that's why I was saying that everything is a lie, because it's showing that the stuff that these people are posting on their Rinstagrams really isn't that real, because if it was real, why would they make a Finstagram posting what they really want to post? So basically, like, just everything. Social media is just too much. I will admit, the only not even fake Instagram I have this meme account, and I don't even use it, like, because I love memes. So I was doing this thing where I was going to make a meme account and act like a guy, because, you know, like, meme lovers, or they're like, oh my gosh, feminists, they hate them. So I was gonna try to trick everybody and make a meme account like a dude. If it ever got like famous or whatever, everybody would think I was a guy, but little did they know it was the feminism behind it. But I haven't posted on it in like forever, so edit their pictures greatly. And like I said, if you can do that, that's great. And like, I love when people have like nice Instagrams and stuff, because I'm like, I can just admire it, because I can't do it. I know it's like trendy to act older than you are now, but I'm just like, I don't try to be anybody that I'm not. And I'm not saying anybody else is for doing what they want to do, because I mean, they aren't hurting anybody, so I don't care. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I hate how society has gotten to the point where it's like, your Instagram needs to be on fleek, or you're not a good human being, or you're not cool, or this and that. I'm just like, you know, I've never been cool and I'm never going to be, so I might as well embrace it. Like I said, word vomit. I wanted to talk about how people where I live watch my videos, and it's weird to me, because I'm like, if you claim to hate me so much, or if you claim to not be my friend, all this stuff, why are you watching my videos? Like, I don't understand it at all. The thing is, you don't just stumble upon my videos. Like, if I had like 1 million subscribers, then yeah, it'd be pretty easy to just like stumble upon my videos. Here's where I know where they're messing up, because most people where I live, they have like their name and then like some number or something, but mine is SterlsTacos, and nobody just thinks to like Google SterlsTacos, and then when they find it, they see that it's like, oh, she has a YouTube, let me click on this. So they do that and are nosy, and I'm just like, I'll link my sophomore year experience down below, because that explains a lot more. Because I'm like, if you wanted to be my friend, you would have been my friend. You wouldn't be like, oh, what's she doing now, let me go be nosy. I wanted to talk about like Trump being in office, and then just like the injustices that have been going on. The most recent thing that's happened was the 4 black people that kidnapped that handicapped guy and like tortured him and beat him and abused him. I felt bad for the guy, because like Martin Luther King said, any injustice is an injustice. I think that was an injustice in itself. Like, why do you lure somebody to your house and then abuse them like that? And that's kind of why I'm glad I don't have friends, because nobody invites me to their house. People are like, oh my gosh, flipping out about it, and I'm like, yes, that is terrible that happened to him. I don't agree with any of the things those black people did, and they got arrested and they're doing their time, which I think is great. I was talking about how like, yes, it's bad what happened and stuff, and I don't condone any of the things that happened. All these not racist Trump supporters are now like hating black people and all this stuff, and I'm like, literally, that's not even what Black Lives Matter are about, because I think they tried to bring race into it and say like, well, he's a Trump supporter, the kids that did it were Black Lives Matter supporters, and this and this and that. And I'm just like, first of all, I'm a Black Lives Matter supporter, and I went to a Black Lives Matter march. I'll link that down below.
It's sickening. You know, it makes you wonder, What would make individuals treat somebody like that? If you looked at that video, they were just stupidity.
It was a non-violent march. There were white people, there were Hispanic people, there were black people, there was like everybody. Don't even try to say that's how the Black Lives Matter movement is, because that's not what it is at all. That was just some sick people taking advantage of a guy that couldn't defend himself. But you know, like whenever one black person does something, oh, we're all clustered in the same thing. But then when a white person shoots up a school, they're like, well, not all white people do that. Like he was mentally ill or something. But I'm like, but you want to stereotype all black people to be the same. And then another thing, which I think it shows you how messed up the system is, a football player, a black handicapped football player, his white football player, like they gave him a hug or whatever, and then they held him down and they put, like, this is like nasty just saying it, but they put a hanger up. I'll link, or I'll put the description, or I'll put the article right here because it's just gross. Like, that's sick too. But the thing is, he got off free and he's not registered as a sex offender. I don't see any Trump supporters flipping tables about that or anything. And then I saw something today where a black lady, the same exact thing happened to her, but she was raped too, and it was by 6 white men and women. And they called her racial slurs and this and that, and they were going to drown her in a lake or a pond or something. Let's go back well, we don't even have to go back a couple years, because that just happened recently. She was kidnapped for a week. So I'm like, well, Trump supporters, since you're so mad about that one guy that those black people did that to, what about the black lady that 6 white people did that to? Or what about all the black kids, black men, black women that were killed by police and nothing was done about it? What about that black handicapped guy that got raped by his fellow football player or teammate? What about all the 300 years of slavery that people were raped, lynched, sold as property, treated worse than animals? I don't see y'all. I don't hear. Where are y'all? Since it's so bad that people are treated a certain way, not because of race, because you know no Trump supporters are racist or anything. So I'm like, where are y'all? But where are y'all when women's rights are being taken? Here's the thing that trips me out. Not to mention Trump supporters were so angry about what happened to that guy. But then when Trump was mocking a disabled reporter, y'all laughed. Have some explaining to do, so please comment below if you're a Trump supporter. Please tell me, what do you think about all those other injustices that happened? Since you're such a social justice warrior, tell me about all the other stuff that made you so angry. And then I think the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video was how I was thinking, like when I was thinking about like quitting YouTube and all of that. Not that I'm going to sit here and argue with people on the internet, even though I know the internet is a very useful tool. I can state my opinion on the internet, but I'm also doing things in real life. Like I have OP Fresh. I'm changing it to January 28th because stuff is happening all the other Saturdays. I love YouTube and stuff, and I love teaching people about the injustices going on and how we can help change it. I'm doing stuff outside of social media too, and that's what I've always done. If I stopped doing YouTube, I would stop educating people, and that's what I do YouTube for, to educate people how to stop these things from happening and from being like, oh, well, that's just the norm. That's not fair, because I'm just doing what I like doing, filming videos, and I'm getting like creepy messages and people asking me for news. Like, no, it's always going to be stupid people. Like, it's stupid people everywhere, so it's going to be stupid people online. You just have to like block and keep going. I like when different opinions watch my videos, because I'm like, hey, that means they're either one, wanting to start drama, or they're wanting to change their opinion, which usually it is they're wanting to start drama. If I could just change one person's opinion from being like hateful and racist and stuff to understanding where black people or women or Hispanic people or any person of color is coming from, that's great. So that's why I always ask for people to be active, because I'm like, when I know people are out there watching and enjoying my videos, I'm like, hey, that means I actually have an audience. But when I hear from no one, I'm just like, I make videos that I enjoy filming and watching, but if other people enjoy them too, that would be great. Even if it's a small change, I can always like go to my teachers and say like, hey, I think we should start doing this in school. And I do online school if you don't know, but I could be like, hey, we could start doing this. I actually have something in mind already I want to talk to my A-Push teacher about. I think it would be really great, and she's a really great teacher, so I wanted to like ask her about something that we could start doing in class. That's my first video of 2017. This year I hope gets better, and I thank you all so much for watching. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. Have a great day or night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.